So good afternoon, good morning, wherever you are. I'm going to have to make this really quick, by the way. So I've just read a text message that the Wi-Fi guy is en route. So yes, we should have 600 meg up, 600 meg down. Knowing my luck, they'll they'll completely nose it up and we won't get anything. But I did go out, and it's typical because I went out and bought this little thing today. That cost me 75 euros. And then I've got 100 gig of data with it for another 60. And typical, because now the Wi-Fi is coming. See, I do invest back into this channel, believe it or not. But there you go. Anyway, listen, I'm going to keep this really short and sweet. Also, one of my first ever subscribers in the channel, it's his son's first birthday today. So big up Zlatko. His son Philip is 1 today. So congratulations to your little one and to you and your wifey, mate. And make it special for the little one. That'd be lovely. And I want to start talking before we get into Gabriel Magalhaes. I want to talk about Emi Martinez. Emi Martinez has come out with a comment that's kind of thrown everything a little bit up in the air, really. He's basically saying that he wants to start more games. He wants to be the #1. We've known this for a long time. This is nothing new. He's been saying this for a very long time, but I'm going to read you the exact wording of what he said, if I can find it. I'm having a mare. He said, I showed that I can play. I need to play more games next season. I want to establish myself at Arsenal and become the first choice. If I don't play, I'm going to move. I'm going to go where I play more, which is kind of damning, really. He then said as well, he was talking about Mikel Arteta. It was quite a long interview, but I've taken some clippets out of it. Let me just close this door because this guy with his fucking blow is doing my nutting. Jesus Christ. This guy comes round for about 6 hours straight from about 6 a.m. blowing grass everywhere. It's like, what are you doing, mate? He also said Mikel Arteta was a great player, always a leader. Now as a coach, he is an animal. He gives us the plans and makes us believe that it will work. Everything that happens, we practice. When we play because we are calm, because we believe in Arteta. So listen, it's nothing different to what he said before. He said that he wants to play more game time. He said that he wants to be the #1, and that isn't changing anytime soon. Me personally, I think he should be #1. Yeah, that's no disrespect to Leno. Yeah, because we've got ourselves 2 very good goalkeepers. Let's not have it any way different. But he has stakes a claim, definitely, to be #1 next season. And what I like about him, I said this the other day on a stream, the watch along, I think it was, with Chig. When he gets the ball at his feet, I am not panicking. Sometimes with Leno, I am. Crosses into the box, I think he's elite. He is so good with crosses into the box. But we have got a massive dilemma with these 2 goalkeepers because they've both got very different attributes. If you put them both together, we'd have one of the best keepers on the planet because they're very similar in certain things, but completely opposite in others. And the things that they're opposite in, they're both very good at. But we've got to make a decision, and Mikel Arteta has got to make a decision because Emi Martinez has fought his way through for 10 years. We see how emotional he was getting the other day when we won the FA Cup. He was crying. He was on FaceTime to his family and stuff like that. He's obviously coming out saying that if he don't get games next season, he's going. He wants to move because he wants to be our #1. What do? Do we sell Leno? Do we tell Leno you're #2? Would Leno be happy with that? I can't see him being happy with that. But I've always been a believer, and I've said this for a long, long time, that if you lose the shirt through injury or through playing badly, and the guy who comes in claims that shirt, it's now your job to go and knock him out and get him, not knock him out, but get him out the team and get your shirt back because he's been flawless. Let's be real here. Yeah, he has made no mistakes that have cost us anything, really. So yeah, I think for me, going into next season, Martinez should be #1, and it's now down to Leno to claim it back. And the only way he can claim it back is if he plays the Europa League games, plays the Cup games, and then stakes a claim and pushes Martinez into maybe making a few mistakes potentially, which then gets him out the team and gets Leno back in off of the back of his cup performances. So yeah, it's a bit of a tough one, really. And like I said, they're both pretty good goalkeepers as well, aren't they? So one of them is going to be upset either way. And now we've got to determine which one we want to upset over the other one. So there we go. Anyway, let's move on to Willian very quickly. Talks are still progressing. They are still progressing. And there's a lot of talk that he's going to get a £10 million signing on fee. I've seen that today. 230 grand a week. I've seen that as well. I'm not so sure that's true in terms of the wage figure, but it's Arsenal. Anything's possible at this football club. So I don't know. I just look at it and I think, I've said it before, I'm not going to go over this for too long. I would take Willian. I think he's a big upgrade as a backup for Pepe on what we've got in that position in terms of Reece Nelson. I know he can play on the left as well. He can play at number 10. He's very good with free kicks. He does chip in with goals. He's Chelsea's second top scorer this season. It's only the fact that Tammy Abraham had a good first couple of weeks that Tammy scored more goals than him. I think he only scored 3 goals more than him this season, Abraham. So, listen, good player. I'd take him. 10 million signing on fee. Boy, that's a lot of dough. 10 million euros it is. So what, about £8, £9 million. And then the wage figure, I'm not so sure. I'm not so sure. Listen, for that kind of figure, just go and maybe spend it somewhere else. Actually go and buy a younger player for 10 million plus the wages. I don't know. If it's not a 10 million and 230 grand a week, then yeah, do it. Because I think he's a good player, William. And I think, like I said, as a backup to Pepe, somebody that can come on with 20 minutes to go. If Pepe's worn out or having a bad game, you've then brought on a proper player that can affect a game. He's done it multiple times since he's been at Chelsea. And in the latter stages, the last 12 months, he's been pretty good. So, yeah, I'm not too disappointed if we sign him. Let's move on to the main man and the Oracle. The Oracle, and I don't mean Ornstein, Fraudstein. I don't mean him because he knows nothing. I'm talking about the one, the only Fabrizio Romano. As said, we're in talks with this guy. Boom, that's what we're talking about. That's the content we want to see, baby. Proper centre-back. Proper centre-back. £27 million for a proper up-and-coming 22-year-old centre-back that can make Arsenal solid. This guy's got every attribute to succeed in the Premier League. And I think that we'd be stupid not to complete that. We'd be stupid not to get that deal done. And hopefully, fingers crossed, we can. Napoli are also interested, but they've made no contact, according to Romano. He says, I'm going to find the actual tweet. He spoke about Willian. He said Arsenal are pushing to get the Willian deal done as a free agent, blah, blah, blah. Where is the... There we go. Gabriel Magalhaes. Arsenal are in the race and have started talks with Lille. Napoli are interested but are not moving yet. They haven't done anything because it would depend on Koulibaly's future. Man United just had contract talks with his agents, but no talks with Lille as such. Game on. So we're actually in talks with Lille. Man United are in talks with his agent. So it's a straight race. It's a straight race between us and United, I'd imagine. Obviously, Napoli have got to get rid of Koulibaly. That ain't cheap. That is not cheap for somebody to buy Koulibaly. I do think that, I said I think it was yesterday, I said, if Arsenal buy a centre-back this window, I'll be shocked. Well, I've been shocked and amazed before, and I'm shocked and amazed waking up to that today. So, William Saliba next to Gabriel, I'd be happy with that. I'd be well happy with that. That would make us a lot better than Mustafi and Luiz. But then what does that mean for Luiz? What does that mean for Pablo Mari? Are we going to play a free at the back? If so, does that mean Mari misses out because Luiz is in a free? Or does it mean that Luiz is just going to be a backup man? Yeah, a backup dancer. Man in your vids, if you know, you know. Stormzy, baby. But yeah, I think if we sign this guy and put him next to Saliba plus one other in the back three, I think we're instantly better defensively. Add in the fact that we've got Tierney at left back. Now we just need to sort right back. If we can get this Gabriel deal done, I'll be buzzing. I'll be buzzing. I spoke about this guy in January, and I was over the moon then that we were linked to him. So hopefully, fingers crossed, we can get this done because we do need proper defenders. He's 22 years old. He's played 34 games this season. So he's up and coming. He's decent. And he's had a pretty good season by all accounts. So stick him next to Saliba, Tierney on the left, get rid of the fashionista at right back and go and get a proper right back, or even put Maitland-Niles there with Cedric as backup And all of a sudden, like I said about a month ago, go and lower that age of the back four. I want to see a 23-year-old Tierney there. I want to see a 22-year-old Gabriel there. I don't know how old Salah is. Is he 20, 21, 22? And then go and maybe get Max Aarons or even Maitland-Niles. All of a sudden, your back four is now about 22 years old, every single one of them. So that's what I want to see. And I said this a month ago as well. You now grow together in the next 5-6 years. If everyone wants it to be a long-winded process and get better gradually, this is the way to do it. So yeah, why not? Go and get it done. Thank you, Mike, for your donation. I think Leno should be sold. Get another number 2. I've seen a lot of people saying that. I hope you're well, mate. Thanks for your donation, buddy. But there we go. Let's read some more of these out. Hello, Lee. I'm still sad and angry that Chelsea lost. Any advice on how I get over it? Go for a long stroll, mate. Go for a long stroll in the fresh summer air. Thank you for watching on Twitch. Thank you for watching on Facebook. Alex Vander Bugard. What up, Lee from California? What a beautiful part of the world, bruv. Big up to you. Hope you're well. And thank you to everybody in the chat. Maitland-Niles says Paul has to stay. I agree. I like Maitland-Niles. Big up, Wilson. How you doing, buddy? Believe that Arsenal need a quality centre-back, a right-back, a DM and an attacking midfielder and Willian. Most importantly, we need to get rid of Deadwood. Spot on. And this is how I love football. This is how I love football fans. The very next comment, Willian is a joke. Is that a joke as in he's bad or a joke as in he's pretty damn good? My guy, real one, Dwayne. Bluetooth, baby. Proper one. Hope you and the family are well, man. Hope you're good. William will instantly improve us. I totally agree, man. Totally agree. How old is Will I am? William's 31, I think, isn't he? Van der Beek would be a better asset than William, says John. It'd cost a lot more money, though. That's the problem. And if we want to go and buy a centre-back, then we can't afford to go and buy Van der Beek unless we get rid of some of these centre-backs. We're going to have to get rid of centre-backs. Let's be real here. But listen, I am going to have to go because the Wi-Fi installation guy, will be here very shortly. They were asking for location because they can't find me. So there we go. I'm going to have to bounce. Hopefully, fingers crossed, it all goes to plan because they're going to have to start digging and everything out here. So it's a bit of a madness. So hopefully I will be back later. I want to be back later because I want to do a 5 p.m. stream if I can. And I want to do the Wolves watch along tonight. So make sure you come and check that back out later on tonight. I'll keep you posted. I have got, like I said, this little router that we've done money on today, which has cost us quite a bit of wedge. So worst ways, providing there's no noise going on, because last time when this guy came from a different company, they said they couldn't install it, but that was because of the phone line or something at the time. So I've got a proper phone line. I've got internet. Well, I had internet until it went the other day. So hopefully, fingers crossed. And worst ways, if we can't install it, I've got this that is overheating right now. So I'm